going. All right. I know people are still getting on because I completely forgot to go back into our event and add the Zoom link after. So if you guys have coaches that you knew wanted to be here, they may just have not seen that I went back in and put the link. So if you want to message them the link, I put it in the chat so you can have it. But I want to go ahead and get started. I want to honor everybody's time and Hayley's time. And we also have our weekly accountability call at 9. So I want to make sure that we fit everything in. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. We have Hayley Christian with us. I know that so many of you guys, sorry, I just got something in my mind. So many of you guys are familiar with Hayley. A lot of you guys follow her on social media, and I shared a little bit about her story of kind of just her business growth last year, and also coming from the angle of being a relatively newer to the business coach. She has been a coach for 3.5 years, but she spent the first 1.5 years of it not really building a business. So if you think about as long as she's been working in business, it's really only been a year or two with effort. So the fact that she's been able to really carve out a spot for herself and get momentum going in that amount of time is really impressive. And I think that it speaks to the fact that success in this business is still absolutely doable, and it's absolutely doable at whatever pace you want it to be. If you want to go fast, you can still go fast. It's totally a doable thing. So let me give you a couple stats about Hayley. If you guys don't know, she was a 2018 elite coach. Hayley, that was your first elite, right? So congratulations. That's really exciting. She is an 8-star diamond, 12-star if you combine all her business centers. She is officially a 6-figure earner. I think I remember seeing you post that a month or two ago. So that's really exciting. Congratulations for that too. An SC10 legend, and she finished the last year number 30 in the company. So she's a top 30 coach, which is just such a fun thing to see someone just kind of like skyrocket, because I think that it gives everybody else who's new permission to believe that they can skyrocket too, instead of believing that things have to be hard or things have to be slow or any of those kind of things. So Hayley built her business pretty much exclusively on Instagram. She's got a really unique way of sharing about the business and talking about the business. I know a lot of you guys can't wait to hear from her. So I'm going to shut up and mute myself and toss it over to Hayley.
Hi. I was like, should I share my story or no? I might share like a tiny little bit of it. I always think that people hear it or whatever, and I'm like try to whiz through it. So I'm gonna try to like take it slow. Thanks for having me. So before Beachbody, I'm gonna say a little bit about myself. First of all, I'm super shy. I hate stuff like this. So uncomfortable. It never gets easier. I mean, it does a little bit, but I still hate it. That's why I have a beer. You need to. So I worked 19-hour days when I first started coaching. I worked 9 to 5 as a hairdresser and 5 to 3 o'clock in the morning behind the bar. I like hated my life so much. I didn't have a life. I literally had to like call, I had to ask permission to call my husband to say goodnight. And I never got to say bye to him because I was sleeping because I got home at 3 o'clock in the morning. He left at like 4:30 in the morning for work. It wasn't a life. I had like a brand new nephew, and I had to like request time off and hope to get it to see him and meet him. And some days they'd say no. It was like the worst. So instead of like trying to figure out a new life, because I didn't know about coaching, and honestly, like the hairdressing thing was brand new to me. I just went to school for it. I paid my own money, which like I didn't have, and I slept maybe 1 hour a night for a whole entire year. And I did a really good job. I actually graduated first in my class and got into the best salon in town. So I was supposed to like, everyone was really happy for me. Like, yay for Hayley. She has a big girl job, but I couldn't like just be a hairdresser because you can't just like start a business and make money. So that's why I had to work both jobs. So I was kind of like lying to myself and the world. And like, how's everything going? I'm like, everything's so cool. I'm a hairdresser. I love my life. I didn't love hairdressing. It just gave me anxiety. I It's just, I don't even want to get into it, but I liked it. I didn't love it. I didn't want to live a whole life I didn't love. I especially didn't like being on a schedule. Like I said, writing notes for time off and stuff like that. So, I thought I was stuck for life. Like I thought I was going to be living that life for like 80 more years. And that made me so sad and so depressed. And I got wicked bad anxiety over it. Like, I know I grew up with anxiety. I didn't really know at the time. I was such a scared little girl always, but, I didn't realize how bad it was until like the more stuck I got like wicked bad panic attacks while I was working. And if you are trying to cut hair or serve glass with a panic attack, it's like almost impossible. I can't feel things, I can't see. So I just, instead of doing anything about it, I was just like taking pills that weren't prescribed to me, like Adderall. I had to pay money for it and stuff, just to like have energy throughout the day. And at night I was like a drunk bartender. I would not work without drinking. So that was my day, like ups, downs, ups, downs. So I wake up, sick and hungover and just do it again. I ended up gaining a bunch of weight. Got meaner and meaner. I was known as like the bitch bartender, like throw change in people's faces and stuff. So I remember some girl came into the bar and she goes, first of all, I had 3 sisters. I can't believe not one of them told me this. This girl goes, girl, she goes, you got thick? I'm like, damn, you're right. Thanks. Appreciate that. So I wanted to like punch her in the face, but I'm taking my Ugg boots off because I'm already sweating. I sweat during this. I didn't. I just said, thank you for that. Appreciate it. And so I started P90X, and because I had it, because I hate the gym. I can't do it. It freaks me out. So I did it from start to finish. I didn't know about Shakeology. I didn't know about the coaching opportunity, but it's like the one thing that made me happier. And I was nicer, and people were like, why are you nice? I'm like, oh, well. So I ended up helping like 5 people get P90X without knowing I could get paid for it, or, I could help them or whatever. So my sister right around that time was like, hey, how's the whole hairdressing thing going? And I wasn't going to lie to her. I said, it's not great. I wish I could work for Beachbody. And she's like, I'm pretty sure you can. I said, am I supposed to do call up and ask if I can just work for them? And because I hated social media. I hated it. I never went on it. If I did go on it, it was when I was drunk to be mean to people, or to like go on and make fun of people and delete any girl that took a selfie. So I didn't know about coaching. So she's like, no, I'm friends with some guy that seems to be pretty successful. I met him at a yoga studio. I don't know if you guys know Keith Callahan. He's like a millionaire, super successful. He's super quiet now, like doesn't really say much, but he doesn't need to. So I didn't know. I didn't even know him. I just said, like, for some reason, the way he talks, you just like believe what he says. So I just was like, cool. I signed up that day. And I told him, I was like, I am all in. I'm gonna do anything and everything to make this work. And the sad part about it was, like, I actually thought I was all in. So I started 3.5 years ago. My first year and a half, I did like nothing besides post on Facebook, and comment back to people. And I was like, I'm just so busy with work. I really wasn't working at all. Like, that's not working. Posting and commenting back is maybe 2% of this business. Like, the only reason why I post is so my messages behind the scenes make sense, So I didn't do that because I was so scared. I always act like I'm tough. I'm known to be really tough. I grew up literally in the ghetto. So I'm like, but I care so much what people think about me. So like, it was really hard for me to get through that. Just through all of that, I was like, oh my God, when someone deleted me, I actually got really sad. If somebody was talking about me, I would like pretend to be really mean to them, but I would like cry. So I'll read the comments later because then I'll forget what I'm saying. Such a scatterbrain. So let's see here. Yeah, I was a diamond. I got diamond pretty quickly. I stayed diamond for a whole year and a half, of course, in and out, whatever. But diamonds don't really make money. I'm not like, they just don't. So I was just like, I am like a diamond. I'm so cool. I am posting every day. I don't miss days. That literally does nothing for you. So I moved randomly. My husband was supposed to get like a hookup job in North Carolina. I'm from Boston. I moved from there to North Carolina, just whatever. We didn't want snow anymore, and he was supposed to get a job here. And it didn't work out. So I was like, I'm a Beachbody coach. I can work from wherever. And no, I realized then, because I always had, okay, I quit the hairdressing job pretty quickly because I was like, I am making some money as a diamond coach, enough to get rid of the hairdressing job and, you know, work during the day for this and, you know, supplement the hairdressing job. So then when I quit, I got rid of the bar job. So when I was in Boston, whenever I didn't make enough money with coaching, which was every single week, I could pick up shifts. So when I moved, I didn't have a plan B. I didn't have just in case money anymore. And that's when I realized I actually made nothing. And then my husband's money job didn't come through. And I was like, oh my God, I literally make nothing here. Like, I cannot support us. We can never pay for like anything. We were like, we took out so many credit cards. I was sweating in the grocery line, panic attacks, literally had to hold on to them to make sure I wasn't going to fall over. Not too long ago, guys, like 2 years ago. So, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. This is like not a good way to live. I can't, you know, I said I wanted to do this business. I need to like actually do it. So what am I not doing that all these coaches that are successful doing? What do I need to change? And the first thing that came to my mind every second was personal development. I'm not going to even get into it. It's just obvious, like don't miss a day. Cause I wasn't doing that at all. So that was huge. But, so yeah, my coach told me a long time ago, I didn't even really listen to him. He was like, the way to be successful in this business is you have to be really, really desperate or really, really inspired. And I wasn't any in Boston, but I was here. So I was like, oh my God, I'm actually desperate. I need to make this work. So I made up something called Gangster Rap Connections. Has anybody heard of it? Raise your hand. Oh my God, not even that many. I'm not even going to talk about it. I usually do a whole call on it. Damn it. If you guys want to watch it, you guys can go into the Beachbody Champions page. I'm telling you, you'll see it like one of the first scrolls. GRC or Gangster Rap Connections, or just type it in the search bar or whatever. You'll see it for sure. That's how I blew up, honestly, because I did that. It's kind of like a way to invite for super shy, nervous introverts without feeling like you want to die, because that's how I felt. So I made up a nice way to do that. So I did that for a whole entire year. It's basically talked to 26 people, if you watched it, every other day for a whole entire year. And just please watch the way I do it, because it's not like anything scary. So for that whole year, guys, you would think like, oh my God, that's a lot of work. I still was the same rank, but I knew that I was actually putting the work in, and the compound effect, I knew that I was going to compound into something. And side note, I always knew I was going to be a six-figure earner, and I know I'm going to be a millionaire. I just knew it's going to take me a little bit longer than normal, because I never touched a computer in my life. You know, I hated social media, and I'm a slow learner. So like, that's fine if it takes me 6, 8, 10 years to become a millionaire. I can't believe I am a six-figure earner in 3.5. That's like nothing to me. Like, that's no time for me, because you're going to be working regardless, right? So, let's see. So, yeah, I stayed the same rank doing so much more work. So wouldn't you think like, oh my God, this is not working. People are just lucky. You're just lucky because you started like early. No, you just need to trust it. But you actually have to work and keep going. Like, just keep going. So it was in May, so what is that, May, June, July, August, September, 8 months ago or something. I went from 1 star to 8-star diamond in 1 month. And then I went to 9-star qualifying. And then I'm like 1 star in my husband's business center, 2 in my second business center. And as soon as I hit 2-star, my whole life changed. You know, you get the bonuses, you become a rock star underneath yourself. Like right now, one of my diamonds under me is Hayley Christian. And I'm a boss, and I create a lot of volume underneath myself, which gives me a lot of money. So get there. Diamond is great. 2 stars where my whole life changed. So imagine if I was like, oh my God, I'm doing all this work and nothing's changing, and I just quit. I trusted it because I know that if Keith can do it or other people can do it, I can do it. Just like if I can do it, you can do it. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I'm like, is that beer? Like, anyway, let's see here. All right. So a lot of people drop in and out of crazy ranks. I am still 8-star, 9-star qualifying 8 months later, which I could have totally dropped down to 1 or 2. But I am still there because I still act like I'm desperate, if that makes sense. I still act like I did, though, what is it, 2 years ago now? I think it's a little bit less than that. I still act like that. Because why wouldn't I, first of all? And I have something crazy to say. I think I want to say it right now. Yeah, I tell this to my team and it's so crazy and you're going to think I'm mental. But if you had to hit Emerald or if you had to hit Diamond or 1 star by February 15th, or you would get kicked out of your house, like for real life, for a fact you would be calling every single person on your phone, talking to every single person on your Facebook list, talking to all the randoms on Instagram to make it happen because you don't want to be homeless, correct? You would make it happen. That's how I act like every day. And I think of really weird scenarios like if I don't hit successful 5 by the end of the day, my hair is going to fall out or my dog is going to run away. And I swear to God, I'll tell my team, oh my God, if I don't hit 5 by the end of the day, my hair's falling out, guys. Hold me to it. And everyone's like, oh my God, you got to do it. So whatever you got to tell yourself to make that weird thing happen. But I'm just saying, for a fact that if it had to happen, you would make it happen. So why don't you act like that? If you acted like that every day, can you imagine where your business would be in a year? Really? Calling people, going places, getting on FaceTimes, like where you would be in a year if you actually did that. Now you're just like, people nowadays, I'm telling you, they think that there's like another life coming for them one day. Yeah, maybe. Like, yeah, one day when that happens, or yeah, totally. They think it's like gonna happen one day, but it's not. So you have to act like that one day is today, always. That's what I do now. So I know that's kind of crazy. So now what I do differently is, and the reason why or whatever I duplicate like a boss is because the notes that I write are so stupid. I wrote these and I actually swore on stage by accident a couple times. So the better you become, the better you attract, correct? So how the F are you going to have an awesome team if you're not awesome? The reason why I duplicate is because I'm awesome. I'm really not trying to be conceited, but I do what I want my coaches to do. So if I'm always doing my Instagram story, no matter what, every single day with an invite, sharing, a little bit about my morning, some of my workouts, an invite to either the business opportunity or the challenge group. That's it really, and a couple other random stuff. So because I do that, all of my new coaches do that, no matter what. Every single one of my posts, I really try hard to make them scroll stopping because I don't have time to post 3 times. Sometimes I only post once. So I try really hard to make sure that it is scroll stopping because it is a, what is it called? I don't know, a business on friggin' social media. Like it's network marketing. It is, I can't think of the word right now. I'm sorry, but it's on the internet. People are like, it's all about pictures. So I try really hard to do that. And because if I do that, my coaches do that. Every single one of my posts have a little bit of my story with an invite. And because I do that, my coaches do that. I talk about, my struggles, how hard it is, my story, how much money I make. like everything. And so since I do that, my coaches do that. So if you're like only talking about fitness, that's the only thing that your coaches are going to talk about. And you're like, why am I not attracting business builders? If you don't talk about it, neither will your coaches. So all of the coaches that come my way, all the new coaches that come my way, they literally say, hi, I've been watching you. This is, first of all, it took me 3.5 years, 3 years for people to come to me. And it's only because I stay consistent. I never miss a day posting ever. But they say, hey, I know that this business takes a lot of hard work, patience, and like dedication, but I'm ready and I'm willing to put in all the hard work. So like they know it's going to take them years to even do it. And when they do come in doing it, they're automatically doing their Instagram story. They're automatically doing a nice picture. They're automatically doing invites, not sounding gross, not saying beach body words, because they're doing what I'm doing. I still care so much what people think about me. It's still scary to post, but I care so much more about my future than them. Most people that hate on me, they're still at the same job that they hated forever. The people that told me not to do this are the people that are still at the same job and hating their life. Anyone that's ever mean to you, they just don't understand it. It's kind of sad that a lot of times most people that are hating are like the closest people to you. You just have to say like, I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to stop. So you can either unfollow me or support me. So at one point, every single one of my family members deleted me, and I have 3 sisters that were really close. We're friends now, but it happens. Like you just have to keep going no matter what. Like I knew that this was going to work if I kept going, and I didn't care what anyone had to say about it. And then I wrote, tell your inner mean girl to shut up. I wrote something else, but and just get to work, because your inner mean girl is going to be like, oh my God, like listen to all these quitters. First of all, why would you take advice from somebody that's not following their dream? Everyone that's telling you not to do it is just at a job that they hated because they didn't follow theirs, or hating on you because they're secretly jealous that you're home or eventually you will be home. So just tell her your inner mean girl to shut up, because she just wants you to be comfortable. She wants you to stay comfortable, and staying comfortable is going to lead to a boring ass life that you're going to be filled with regret for sure. And then I said, it doesn't matter when you started. Like if you started 2 years ago and you're like, well, I've been doing this for 2 years. And so when I did this, for a whole year and a half, I was like, okay, well, today's my day 1 then. I don't even count. I don't even like saying I've been a coach for 3.5 years. I don't even count that. So when people ask my stats, I 100% first say, I've been doing it for 3.5. My day 1 was a year and a half into it. So just forget about all that time that you wasted and just say your day 1 is today, and start today. And then one day you're going to be on a call like this, wicked uncomfortable, but do it anyway. And you're going to be like, I wasted a year and a half of this because I was too scared, saying the same thing that I was saying. Or because why? Because your husband didn't support you, or because you thought you didn't have time because you didn't really want to find the time, or whatever your story is. You're going to have your own story, but like start your day 1 now and work for a whole entire year nonstop. And then all of a sudden it just blows up if you keep going. If you don't, you're not only giving up on yourself, you're giving up, first of all, on your family. But the other day I was speaking at Summit in Boston, and it was like 1,000 people. It was so scary. But I was like saying kind of like a call like this, and I was like, almost started crying. So I was like, if you give up, and then I said out of nowhere, I was like, can my team come up here really quick? This is just my Boston team. I had a huge fat crew behind me, like probably like 50 people. And I just looked at everyone. I was like, dude, I started crying. Like if I stopped, I wouldn't know her, and she wouldn't know her, and she wouldn't know her. And she lost 50 pounds, and she lost 20 pounds, and she stopped taking those pills, and she stopped doing this. You're not just giving up on yourself. You're giving up on so many like best friends that you don't even know yet. So yeah. And then for real, the last thing I want to say is like, if you're not yourself with this business, I had to stop following a lot of people. I was following like, everyone that you guys are probably following, Amy Silverman, and I had to stop following people because I was like, who am I though? Who am I? Like, the reason why I'm so different, I feel like, is because I had to stop following people to find myself. And I was like, you know what? The only way to be different in this business is to be myself. And I'm very weird. I'm awkward for sure. I say a lot of words that make no sense. I'm not even close to perfect. Totally not professional. Yeah, super shy. Like, I don't know if I said that already, but and I say I have weird jokes, watch stupid YouTube videos that make no sense. And the people that, and I say all those things. And the people that on my Instagram story, I say stupid inside jokes that like, I feel like no one's seen the YouTube video. I'm like, say something. Like, do you guys ever see? I'm just going to send it. I don't know if you've ever seen that stupid video. So I said it one time on my Instagram video, and like the 3 people out of like the thousands that watch me, they're like, dude, that video is hilarious, whatever. And now we're like best friends because we saw that video. I don't care about the other 1,000. I only care about the 3 that connected with that funny little story. So if you see a movie, that's a funny line from a movie, say it. The only people who are going to get it are going to be your people. And then all of a sudden your whole friggin' team is going to be your people. It's so fun. I FaceTime my team like all day. That's like what I do for work now. And I don't want to get off the phone anymore. I used to ditch calls, and I love working. I love talking. I love talking to everyone I talk to, because people that reach out or the people I look for are me. So don't pretend to be anybody else. Like, don't act like a Beachbody coach. Don't even think like one. Just talk and act like you, and you'll have fun with this business. I got elite from not following one of the elite rules. I didn't know anything about elite. I still don't know. I probably should teach my team now, but I have no clue how to get it. I just was like, they kept trying to tell me the rules. I'm like, don't tell me the rules. Whatever happens. I'm just going to keep doing, having fun. So, I need to be a little bit more organized this year because my team's getting bigger, but that's how I hit it, was just having fun and being myself. So that's the number one thing I would say out of this whole call is say your stupid jokes and own your weird, and talk to the people that are just like you. If you guys have any questions, I know you guys have like a half hour. I would love to answer I love questions.
Thank you so much, Hayley.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody wants to, excuse you, rude, excuse her. If anybody wants to just unmute themselves to ask questions, you can, or if you're too scared, you can type it in the chat.
Don't be scared. I'm not going to read questions. You just have to say it.
We have a team of a lot of introverts, so you
That's
might
me.
chat questions. Who wants to go first? I know somebody while you were talking.
I'll go first.
Oh, Nikki, go.
Hey, girl, what's up?
Hi.
So I have a question. I've been really stepping up my game on Instagram because I literally lived on Facebook, and it was working for me. Obviously, for 4 years it worked, and now I'm like, screw Facebook. Mm-hmm. So do you reach out to all the people who like watch your stories?
I'm so glad you said that. I'm glad I kind of made this a little bit short so I can answer a million questions. Hopefully you guys have some. So, because I wanted to make a lot of the call on that, but I also wanted to share like my story too. So I started my whole business on Facebook, and I hardly touched Instagram. And then like a year and a half ago, I started touching Instagram, and I've been super consistent with it. And I like blew up because I'm always trying to change up a little bit and whatever. Just side note, whenever I'm bored with myself, like the other day I was bored with myself and I was like, I couldn't even sleep. I was like creeping myself. I'm like, ew, I don't even like following myself right now, ew. So I was like, you need to brighten up your hair or something. So I brightened up my hair. But even if my hair wasn't pink, like before, when I went from 1 to 8, I didn't have pink hair. I would like get a different cool shirt, different lipstick, put makeup on, take them off, earrings, whatever. I always try to make my Instagram look cooler. Cause I always pretend like I'm my own follower, like what I want to keep following you. But, what I do is there's so many ways to connect like when people creep your Instagram story, yeah, for sure. Write a list down or screenshot or whatever and just say, girl, thanks so much for the support. I see you, whatever you want to say. I see you creeping my, I see you watching. I don't say creeping in, but my story, like, thanks so much for the support. I totally appreciate it. Where are you from? Are you a coach too? That's what I say to every single person. That is my secret invite. And I say, and I only say, are you a coach too? If they don't look like a coach. And they always say like, no, I just like following motivational people. I'm like, dude. So then I say, I'm not trying to be gross, but, and then I say like, whatever it is, like if it's more business related or challenge group related, so I'm not trying to be gross, but like, dude, I run these like online boot camps or whatever you want to call them. I'm on day 3 out of 21. Like I already lost 2 pounds. So-and-so, my girl already lost 2. Do you want more information on it? Like I would love to have you. I'd love your attitude. I feel like the girls in there would too. Totally fine. If not, I'm just glad I asked you because you're really fun to talk to. And they always say like, yeah, I want more information. Or no, I just like following people like you. I'm like, cool, have a good week, bye. But same thing if it's like more business related, I'll say the same exact thing, but do you want me to add you to this free group where my success partner and I share more about the business? Because without the coaching opportunity, I would be here. And with it, I'm here. Totally fine. If not, I'm just glad I asked because you're really fun to talk to. And they say, yeah, dude, add me to it. And I'm like, oh my God, so cool. You're going to love it so much. Whatever. That's like how I do. I reach out to people that watch my stories, that like my stuff, and that follow me. And every single one of them I end with, are you a coach too? And they say, no, I just need to lose weight and I need to look at whatever. No, I just think that you're really fun to watch. No, I just something. And I'm like, all of them turn into a natural invite. So that's my like secret invite. It works every time. Once in a while I'll get like, I am. I'm like, well, act like it. Because I can't even tell.
Go ahead, Hannah.
Hi, thank you. I watched a training call with you with Bonnie Engel, and you talked about using 30 hashtags.
Yeah.
How do you choose which ones to use? Like, how do you research that, or what's your game plan with that?
So totally up to you. I put them in my notes section of my phone, and I don't put them in my post. I put them, I mean, maybe I'll do like 2 on my post. I do them in the comment section with like some dots above it. So it's not like a huge chunk of 30 hashtags. But what would you look up? Think about that. What would you look up when you're bored? Would you look up something to do with your kids? You know, something to do with where you live, like a trip you want to go to, a tattoo you want to get. So like I got a rainbow tattoo not too long ago, and I really wanted to see different rainbow tattoos. So I looked up rainbow tattoos, and then I found like 100 new friends. And I was like, you know, started commenting and messaging all of them and saying stuff I would actually say to them, like, oh my God, I love your tattoo. Where'd you get it? I'm about to get mine right now. I'm so scared. Whatever, that's it. And then I woke up in the morning with like 10 new followers that all have rainbow tattoos. So like, I just stuff that you look up. And so say if like, I have my regular ones, like obviously I have pink hair now. So I do pink hair, all stuff with pink hair, short hair. I have finger tattoos and stuff. I have different types of tattoos. I could say them. You know, I live in Wilmington, North Carolina. You can do Wilmington, North Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina. When I go visit Boston, I'll do Boston, where I live in Boston, the towns I live in, the places I go to. Say if I'm at the beach, I'll do like all my regular hashtags that I just said, but I'll add the beach's name, beach bum, something else to do with the beach, like mermaids are real, you know. So I kind of change up a couple depending on where I am, but I kind of have the same, like, you know, what I look like type of mermaids are real. But I don't know, I hope that makes sense. But whatever you do, tag your location no matter where you are. Because I don't know if you know this, but when you go to your insights on Instagram, you can see the percentage of girls that follow you. Same thing with the guys. And you can see like where people mostly follow you from. And at first it was all Boston. That's it. And now it's like tons of Boston, but tons of Wilmington, because I tag Wilmington every single day, even if I'm at my house. So wherever you are, like just tag your location no matter what. Of course. Where do you do that to see who follows? Ooh, let's see here. The little like looks like Wi-Fi lines up to, on the top right, and then it says like I have 87% women following me and only 13% men, and then a bunch of Boston, New York, and North Carolina. And it even says age groups between 25 and 34. That's pretty cool. And it tells you, do you want something else that's kind of weird? So click on like one of like your popular pictures. Click on like a before and after or something. I'm gonna click on my money post I made the other day. So if you click on a post and then you click underneath your post, it says view insights. You can see how many people saved your post and how many people.
Do you have a business account?
Yeah, you have to have a business account. You should,
Oh.
everyone.
Okay.
Otherwise you won't look professional. You just look like a regular person. So like now, when people go to me, instead of saying like following, it will say like email right there. So I look pretty professional, even though I'm not. So please do that. It takes 1 second to make a business account. You literally go to like edit profile or something like that and make business account. It took me 1 minute, and if I could figure it out, you definitely can.
I don't have the thing where you can see where people are from.
Maybe, really? Do you have a business account or no?
Oh, wait. It's on your, like when you tap your own profile, not your homepage. Oh, now I see it.
You see it? Cool.
Cool.
I did it. I just did it. You have to have a like page, guys. So just so you know. So if you don't have a like page, you can go make one to get a business profile.
Yeah, I don't even use my like page. I just have it for the business, right? For Instagram. Crap. What else?
Who else has questions? You guys have been telling me how excited you are to hear from Hayley, and now no one will ask her questions.
Guys, I'm sorry if it wasn't the best. I've like today, this is the first week I've been home in like a year, I feel like, probably like a month. But I've been so out of it. So just thanks for dealing with me.
Okay, I have a question. So when you, because I always watch your Insta stories, when you are like being like so bold, like telling, like always inviting, like how, like obviously like you've grown more confident in it, especially with doing your gangster rap connections, but how did you actually like start like doing that more? You know what I mean?
Like, how do I just do it even though it's scary, you're saying?
Yeah, like how did you, okay, so like I just recently started doing my Insta stories and I've gotten really consistent, but like how do you kind of gradually go into it without being like
Gross.
too much? Yeah.
I always tell a story or a joke before or something. I'll be like, oh my God, don't you like my hair? I just did it. You know? Or I'll be like, oh my God, I had this crazy dream that my dog ran away. And I was so scared. Or like, or I'll even tell a story like, dude, this girl quit on me. And she said she really wanted it. I'm really sad today. Like, I will say like anything that's on my mind for real. Like, my mom wants to move to Wilmington. Isn't that crazy? Can't believe she wants to move here. Like, that's the truth. So I will probably say that tomorrow. Whatever you want to say, like, I could not sleep at all last night. I hated my life so much. My husband had to come into my room this morning, this is the truth, and make me a pre-workout to make me get up. So that's like a part of my story. And then I'll be like, okay, listen, I got to work out. I see it's right there. I always have like the background. But I do want to say a couple things before I start this workout and get my day started. And then I'll say like, I'm on day 4, you know, of my workout. I never say Beachbody words because I don't want people to Amazon or Google, like when they can just come to me. Because they're like, what is that workout? What is that shake? And I'm like, well, let's talk about it. So first of all, I like, for some reason, even though I know a lot of people watch me, I act like no one is watching. I act like I'm talking to my husband. I say only the jokes sometimes that he only knows that make 0 sense. And people must think I'm crazy. But I'm like, I act like I'm just talking to him, and I have fun, and I laugh, and I just hit send, and I'm like, whatever, man, whatever, you know? First of all, the people that are going to like you and your personality you're going to love. People that aren't, they're just not. And you don't want to live your whole life thinking about what people think about you. Like, you have to think about your future, and your future starts today. So you have to step out of your comfort zone and just do it anyway. I'm pretty tough. When people are like, I'm really scared, I'm like, so am I. You got to do it anyway. Or don't. You know, I'm like, do it or don't. I'm really tough like that. But just act like no one's watching, and act like you're talking to your best friend, your mom, your sister, your boyfriend, or whatever. And it's so much more fun. So much more fun.
I have a question.
Yay.
How do I do this? Hey, I'm Hayley.
Hi.
Hi. So you talked about your sisters and how you had some struggles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having the worst struggle with my family. And so did your sisters, like, have they ever eventually gotten into a challenge group or tried anything that you do?
No, like, not really. So they all deleted me at one point because I was talking about how I took Adderall and drank and stuff, and they all still, like, do the bad stuff. So they think, like, they secretly think I'm talking bad about them, but it's my story. I'm not saying anything about them. I'm like, listen, I don't care what you do. Like, this is my story. I'm going to continue to share it, and I'm proud of who I am because of it. And now I'm going to help people with it. And they just didn't understand it at all. Even my mom, she deleted me too. Like, they all deleted me at the same time. So sad. If I didn't have personal development, I would have been gone. But of course, the coaching community. But I was so sad. But they all eventually realized that it had nothing to do with them, and they each one by one would, like, request me back. I'm like, yeah, obviously I'm gonna say, yeah, you're my sister, you know. But no, so
They've never
no,
done like
no, like, I would say, so, like, they would do it. They all, like, bought it. Well, my littlest sister never did. She, like, would use my Beachbody On Demand once. And then I started getting strict. I said, if you don't check in with me every single day after you use my Beachbody On Demand, then I'm just changing my password. Because I really wanted her to get a transformation. In 21 days, I just said, 21 days, every day, reach out, or I'm changing my password. And she didn't make it. She made it like 3 days. And then I changed my password. And then my other sister, she did it for like a week, quit. And my other sister, she, same thing, like a day and quit. I don't even think she drank a shake. So it's really hard with family because I want to harass like I would for a challenger, but I don't want them thinking that they don't want to call me because I'm going to harass them about it. It's actually wicked sad to me. I don't want to talk about it too much. I'll start crying because, like, my sisters aren't healthy and I just want to help them so bad, but I don't want to, like, think that every time they call me, I'm going to be, like, harassing them. So it's wicked hard for me. I don't know. It's tough.
Wait.
I have a question. Hope you can see me.
I can.
Okay. Hi. I follow you. So when you said not to follow a coach anymore, I guess I'll unfollow you. Well, my question is, you know, when you're doing your Instagram and everything, and, you know, you don't say Beachbody and all that kind of stuff because you want to keep people interested and intrigued so that way they don't just go get it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
When do you break it to them that it's Beachbody in your invitation process so they're not like, and they don't run away? I guess, like, how do you smoothly transition into mentioning it's Beachbody?
That's, like, an awesome question. So first of all, I still follow all of them, okay? I like to get ideas. I just don't like to, I like to be myself. But anyway, so that's a good question because I have the best answer, I think. When people are like, oh, so you do Beachbody? I'm like, yes. So I say, listen, oh my God, I know, like, what you're thinking right now because I thought the same thing, like, oh my God, scam at AF or whatever you want to say. But honestly, I tried everything. I tried pills. I tried Adderall. I tried the gym. I tried wearing a freaking trash bag on my body. I tried diet, like, whatever you want to say. Running. I always thought I was going to get kidnapped. But nothing worked. This is the one thing that worked for me. Somebody dying laughing. So I really did. It's a problem. But this is the one thing that works for me. It's the fastest transformation I ever saw. You know, I stopped taking Adderall, stopped drinking those drinks. Energy drinks. I stopped doing this. I lost I lost 25 pounds, 5 inches off each thigh, 10 pant sizes in 6 challenges. I know for a fact that this can change your life too. And if for some reason you don't trust me, that's fine. Like, but I'm just letting you know that this worked for me. And if you want to give it a try, if you don't like it, you can get your money back. It's guaranteed. But this is the only thing that's worked for me. I promise you. And then same thing with Shakeology. They're like, oh, so Shakeology. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Yeah. I'm thinking the same exact thing that you are right now, because I totally feel you. But I used to buy an energy drink every day, go to Dunkin' Donuts every single day, buy a $10 salad every single day. This is the only thing that worked for me. It got rid of my headaches. It actually saves me money now. Please, I'm not trying to bullshit you right now. This is 80% of the results. Do me a favor and just try it. If you don't like to get your money back, but it's going to change your life. So confidence is everything. If you're going to buy a car, you know, and they're like, you know, like, do you want it? You kind of look pretty good. You look pretty good in it, you know, like, or if they're like, dude, you look so good in that car. You're going to go friggin' to the beach with that car. You're going to look so good. You're like, yeah, I'm going to get that car right now. Confidence is everything. So I just call out the awkwardness. I call out like, yeah, dude, it is. But like, I tried everything, and this is the only thing, and this is why my life has completely changed. Try it. I'm not bullshitting you. Same thing with Shakeology. Call out the weirdness. If you don't call it out, it's going to be weird.
Okay.
That's what I do. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hayley, someone that's mic isn't working asked if you have only an hour to work on your Instagram, like what would be the activities you choose? Like what's your top things where you put your attention?
I would make my one post or two, my one post scroll stopping for sure, with a really nice, I never just post to post. Like sometimes I only post one a day, and I make sure it has a killer story with a killer invite at the end of it. I will never not post the post without an invite, unless it's a picture of my dogs, and sometimes I even still throw an invite in there. Otherwise, guys, you're just being motivational, and motivational is not going to get you paid, and it's not going to help that poor person behind her phone waiting for a sign. So I try to be that sign every single day. Stop thinking so much about yourself. Like, oh my God, I'm so scared. This is so uncomfortable. Start thinking about that person scrolling, because everyone in the world does that now, and they're waiting for a sign. Be that sign. But so I try really hard to make my posts scroll stopping for that sign. But then if I don't feel like I'm like drunk and blind by the end of the day from talking to people, I don't feel like I'm working. I don't feel like I worked. So number one, make a really awesome post. And then number two, reach out to everyone that followed you yesterday or whatever, and everyone that liked your post yesterday, and everyone that watched your story. Like message. The more people you talk to, the more friends you're going to make, and the more yeses you're going to get. But also the more no's you're going to get. But I don't care about them anymore. People are like, I've been waiting on so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. I'm like, cool, I never wait on anyone ever. I just keep going. And when their person's ready, they'll sign up with me. But I keep talking to so many more. I would have lost rank, guys, so many times, but I create more and more diamonds because I talk to more and more people. So just never count on one or two people ever. Always talk to more people. That's what I would do. Talk to people. For literally 85% of this work is talking to people.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know if this is working. When you do a post on Instagram, do you do the same post on your Facebook also, or do you try and do different posts?
I do the same. I always, only thing I change, I say, is like the application is in the comments, the application is in the bio. That's the only thing I change. Once in a while, if I do like kind of like like the other day, I was like looking at my Instagram. I'm like, this is boring. I'm bored. And I was looking at Amy Silverman, and she showed like a kind of inappropriate picture. And I was like pissed. I was like, look at this, to my husband. Look at her. Look what she just did. And then I go, oh my God, this is why she's doing it. Because people are talking about it, you know? So I was like, listen, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do something like that. So I posted something kind of like inappropriate-ish. Not really, you know, it wasn't that bad. I had clothes on, but it's just, for me, I felt uncomfortable doing it. So I did it, and I got like over 1,000 likes, and I hardly ever get that much. So I was like, oh, that one little thing stepped out of the box that made me feel uncomfortable. I did it, but I did not post it on Facebook. You know, you know, like the stuff like that. I'm like, nah. I got like my family like on Facebook and stuff like that. I have my family on Instagram too, but I just don't care for somebody on Instagram.
So the ones that you would add to Facebook, do you just automatically just tag it with your
No.
Facebook?
No, don't do that. Make sure you like copy and paste and send it over. Don't ever link it, because for some reason when you link it, it's like an algorithm that Facebook won't allow a lot of people to see it.
Oh, okay.
Plus, like, I'm sure you might have some hashtags that make no sense that like are going over there. It makes it look salesy and gross and stuff. So copy paste, take out a couple things or whatever.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm not sure if you like would know the answer to this, but just curious if you do. So when I'm posting like to my Instagram and I copy and paste to my like business like page on Facebook, and then I tag my personal page, but like, cause then it shows up, you know, the same on each. Would you suggest continuing doing that or changing it up so that it's like 3 different, you know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't make more work for yourself, honestly. Maybe like the only more work I would maybe do is maybe change the picture up. I'm sure you take like 10 pictures to get one. You know, you could maybe change up the picture a little bit if you really wanted, but I wouldn't try to make more work for yourself.
All right, last question if someone has it, and then we gotta go. Anybody who's been scared the whole time? Want to be brave?
Yes, me.
Yay, go.
Okay, this has nothing to do with this, but where do you get your necklace?
Oh my God, I give them to all of my coaches too.
I know, I've heard you say that, and oh my God. I'm
I
like,
got
it's
it,
so cool.
Francesca's.
Francesca.
Just, you mean, you probably Google it, but I have one right downtown.
Oh, okay. Francesca's. I'll look it up. And I'm sorry, but like I'm totally geeking out because I think everybody here follows you and stuff, and you're like, don't follow other coaches, and I'm like, oh my God, I totally creep you out every single day.
No,
I don't care.
You have to follow other coaches to get ideas and to have people positive in your newsfeed and stuff like that. Like I have tons of people, but like sometimes you need to just be in your own lane and find out who you are before you start posting. Like if you posted like Amy Silverman, or even if I posted like Amy Silverman right now, it wouldn't make any sense to my following.
I do have to say when I heard, I don't know where I first heard of you, and then I started following you and saw your Insta stories, and like something just clicked because I was trying, because I'm a mom, and you know I guess I had to. I felt like I had to be a certain way. And then I saw just the way that you're just you and how you said to just be you. And honestly, I was like, fuck it. I really don't give a fuck. If you like, if I cuss, if I want to cuss and people think that I shouldn't cuss because I'm a mom and I have a baby or there's a kid right next to me, like, don't follow me. Like, don't watch me, you know, just like get away from me. So ever since then, like my Instagrams, 50 Cent, everything, like I don't care. Like if you don't think that a mom should be doing that, then bye, Felicia, get out of here.
So funny, like I know Carl Deichler follows me all the time now, and I could be like, watch my mouth. He loves me the way I am, and he even said one time I was doing like a I forget what it's called, a surge with him. That was so scary, and he was like, if you guys know Hayley, get your kids out of the room. And I was like,
Well, there's one parent of my daughter's swim club. He's like, you really shouldn't be cussing because, you know, you're setting the example for the kids. Well, first of all, kids shouldn't be following me. I don't know what they're doing following me. So get them, take their Facebook away or take their Instagram away. That it's your parenting, not mine. So anyways, I just wanted to say you just truly inspired me to just be me. And just do what I do, and I love it. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
That was a great way to end, Gabby. Thank you. I think it's true. I think one of the things that I love about you, Hayley, is that you inspire people to just stop trying to fit themselves into what they feel like a coach has to be and just make it up as they do and be who they are. And it's cool to just kind of like get to see someone that's having such good success with that especially newer. One of the things, so I've been a coach for 4 years, which is not even a long time, like in the grand scheme of running a business. But it makes me feel old, like in Beachbody. I feel like I've been a coach for a long time, you know? And one of the things I'll hear sometimes from coaches on my team or newer coaches just complaining in other coach groups is like, well, it's different now. And so, and anytime I share my story, they're like, yeah, your success story was though, you know, back then. It's different now. People can't replicate that. And so I get so excited when I see people replicating it, because I went from 2-star to 14-star qualified in 6 months. And people are always like, well, people can't do that anymore. And I'm like, well, Hayley's doing it. I like point them to you. I'm like, don't put those limitations on yourself. Like, it's just that negative thinking. If you keep telling yourself no one's doing it, then you're never going to do it. But if you keep telling yourself, oh yeah, people are totally doing it, I can do it too. So
that's so annoying. People were talking about so much shit about last year. Oh my God, like Beachbody or something. I'm like, I had the best year of my life. What are you talking about? Like, just keep going. It's just because someone else is having a bad year or whatever, it doesn't have to make you have a bad year. And you guys, there's so many coaches that are like crushing it right now. You're not lucky. Timing doesn't matter. Like, what worked for you is not working anymore. You have to change with the times. So anyway, thanks for having me. I know you guys got to go to the other call, but I guess just think of something that makes you feel desperate and work like that every single day.
Yeah, I love that. So my success partner who's on the call, Nikki, asked, I think it was in one of your team pages, Nick. She had asked, like, what would you do if your back was up against the wall? Like, how would you run your business? And it's such a good reminder. And definitely the times I've run my business that way, or when my back has actually been up against the wall, were the times of biggest growth. And it's like, if you can do it then, you can do it anytime. You know, it's not like your skill magically gets better. You just have the passion, you know, behind what you're doing. So thank you for that. All right, guys. Everybody, thank Hayley. So we're gonna hop on off, and everybody who has RSVP'd for the mentorship call, I'll see you in just a few minutes. Thank you so much, Hayley.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.